Hello, welcome back everyone. I should be popping in there in a second. There I am. How we all doing? I made it just in time. That was just enough time for me to take everything off, run to the bathroom, and load myself up here. Let's see. I should probably change the info to read Valhalla now. There we are. Valhalla. Well, yeah, that was... Oof. Coming back to that after taking so long off. It's quite a thing. Oof. But alright. Let's load up some Valhalla, shall we? Some cyberpunk bartending action. Let's see. Boom, there we are. There we go. Always loads up in that, like, not full screen mode at first. It's a little strange. I have a energy drink here to cool down with and get some energy. Day 9. Billy didn't smell like poo today. That's a new one. Billy is, of course, the hobo that lives just outside of Valhalla. He's usually out there when Jill takes her smoke break. Alright, back to business. We're back. Any luck? I usually give out some flyers, but most people were distracted by the dog. It is a rad dog. I told them to go to the Rad Shiba bar to get their attention. Oh. Anyway, I'm back to my office. You stay here. Fine. The door opens, and the crowd goes wild when they see... Ah, a dog! What's up, little girl? What are you doing at a bar? Honey, some help here? Hey, dog, I heard cats in the alley. Really? I'll check them out. Oh, you really are bad with dogs, huh? Did I make it too obvious? Why, though? Oh, I don't know. Oh, hey, John. Hey. I think it's because I just got that trait at random. When AIs are created, they're given fears or tastes completely at random. I just happened to get stuck with a fear of dogs and chinchillas. Chinchillas are extinct, though. You know, I have met exactly one chinchilla, and it bit me. So, you know what? Maybe that's okay. Maybe it's alright that chinchillas are extinct. Thank gods, you know? I'm with you, Dorothy. What will you have? Well, it's that time of the month, so I'll have a Bleeding Jane. Coming right... up. A Bleeding Jane. Strap my bra is itching. Oh yeah, we, I forgot to buy Jill whatever she was supposed to, what she wanted today, and now she's distracted all day. That's right. So I have to actually remember what the order now. Alright. That's just simply blended. Here we are. That time of the month, do women menstruate? Yes, oil. No, silly, we don't. There are a few maintenance things we have to do every month, but those are a different story. Then what time of the month is it? The time when I feel like drinking a Bleeding Jane. So how's business? Oh, you'd be surprised at how many people get struck by holiday depression and need some Dorothy in their lives. Although it's also the season with the most competition. I didn't know you had competition. Of course I do, both humans and Lilim. Half of them got a sexy Santa dress, and that's not fair. They were sold out. I wanted one too. I'd like a little, that'd be cute. I think I could rock one of those. I'm not much of a Christmas guy, but I think that'd be cute. Maybe it's better that way. How so? The other girls like to dress in skimpy clothes and show lots of skin. That scares off lots of people. I learned that the best way to maintain regulars is to just dress normally. Really? If I dress normally, they can just pretend I'm some acquaintance. No need to hide me until reaching the room. Hell, some even invite me to a dinner or a movie before anything else. Although I must say, it's a bit hard to get the clients in the first place. They can't tell what I do at a glance. And the first time they see me after a call, they think I'm just making a prank or something. I never saw it that way. Which reminds me, do you serve only humans, or do you serve Lilim, too? Humans only, but I do have an at least 40% organic policy. 40%. Human from the neck up. Dick's preferably organic, but I can make exceptions. For females, I'm not too strict, though. Why, do you know someone that might be interested? No, just mere curiosity. Well, your curiosity left me thirsty. Get me a blue fairy. A big one, would you? Big blue fairy. Alright. Big blue fairy. There we go. Just load it right up with just all of the alcohol. Aged and mixed. There we go. There you go. Wonder if anyone has seen fairies after a couple of these. Some guy tested that by drinking as many as he could. Thought he saw one, but he was dizzy, and what he'd seen was his puke. Oh. Earlier today, there was a mega Christmas spirit around here. What about it? And I'm realizing I made a fuss about serving drinks to someone underage, but here I am. Nothing in particular, just a funny story. I have a funny story myself. It's the Mega Santa prank. The what? It's a prank I pull every year. First, I pick a mall, wait for a day with lots of people. Then I go to Santa's lap, and when he asks what I want, I say in the most innocent tone I can muster, I want you to make me a woman. Sometimes they try to cover it up. The Lilim wants to be a human. It's then that I say, no, I want you. After that I say, at the very least I want a dildo, a big pink one, or a very bumpy cucumber. Sometimes I spice it up. Instead of cucumbers, I ask for a pony and a crane to lift them. I once thought about screaming, help, I'm being molested. But I remembered it was a prank. I didn't want to ruin the guy's life. How considerate. Though I did get a client that way. He became a regular soon after. Huh. But yeah, 3 years and they still don't get that it's always me. Oh yeah? How old are you? Old enough for anything you want. Numbers? I need numbers. You're really asking a girl her age that way? Okay. Well, tell me your age first. 27. No fair, you didn't get fidgety or anything like that. Fine, I'll tell you. My model's designed to look between 10 and 13, but at my last checkup said my mental age was 24. How long since you've been deployed? That's a secret I'll keep with me. Fair enough. I expected you to get all uncomfortable talking about your age, though. Why didn't you? With how dangerous everything's been lately, every year you get matters. Getting old isn't a curse, it's an achievement. You should make a shirt with that, because if you don't, I will. Feel free to do so. You want anything else? Let's see. Oh, a cobalt velvet. It's been a while since I've tried one of those. Cobalt velvet. Do-do-do. On the rocks and the mixed. Welcome back, Dylan. How you doing? Go about Velvet. Yep, this is the one. Do you like it? I don't dislike it. I guess I'm not mature enough for these drinks. Hey, honey, have you ever seen a Mega Santa gangbang? Oh, I think we got Dorothy drunk. We did give her a whole lot of Karmatrine in that second drink. Hey, The Mega Santa that became a regular of mine. He once invited, like, 8 of his friends. Gangbangs are funny because with that many guys, no one knows what to do. The Karmatrine is optional in the second drink I gave her. So I could have left it out, I suppose, but I decided, screw it, we'll load it up, and I think we got Dorothy drunk. They think about using you too, but they don't want to touch the other guys. Well, you should have thought of that before getting naked in front of other guys. 8 guys, and then only 2 got into it while the others left. Even my regular left. I regret asking this, but were all the other guys... Yep, they were Mega Santas that worked with them. Of course they were. I've been in many, but I still don't get the charm of gangbangs. Orgies I can see, though. Well, either remembering that got me turned on, or the alcohol's kicking in. Either way, I'm leaving. Bye, honey. I think we got her a little drunk. The girl has seen some shit. Now I can't see Mega Santas with the same eyes. Why don't you tell her you missed her yesterday? Forgot about it. I didn't find any cats. Well, why not look again? Good idea. Hi. Another kid. Maybe the bar got popular at some middle school? That'd be a hassle. Oh god, maybe Alma was right. Right about what? Well, the other day I was asking her opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing. Before the whole massive transmission hack thing. And at some point she talked about hacking becoming a fad and said, imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into the bar and started asking for drinks. And today there have been 2 kids already. How would bartending become a fad? Maybe a cartoon? Kids' cartoons don't show any alcohol. True. There was a bartending anime a couple seasons ago that was not bad. Excuse me, miss. This is no place for kids, so you should... Gil, she's staring too much and she's saying nothing. She's not ordering anything, she's not causing trouble, and there's nothing inappropriate here. I mean, nothing inappropriate aside from alcohol, but alcohol is everywhere anyways. So, what do you suggest? Let her be? Maybe she's just curious about the bar. She's saying nothing. Maybe she's curious and shy. Also, it's rude to speak about people you have in front of you like they can't hear you. Yeah. Jill? Bah! How the hell did I startle you? What do you want? Can you help me out here with a beer? Right. Nah. Beer. Beer, beer, beer. I'll have to remember to buy the stuff that she needs to not be distracted, because it's annoying to have to try to remember what the order is. Here you go. Thanks, and lower your guard a bit, please. Oh yeah, before I forget. The disposal unit comes on Sunday. Do you have any expired ingredients on your side? Oh, right, yeah. There's a bottle of Karmatrine that's like a month past expiration. Put it by the sink so I remember to dispose of it. Thanks. Hey, miss? Yeah? Are you happy? Am I happy? Well, that's a weird question. I'm not sad, I guess. I'm not jubilant, but... No, I mean, are you happy with your life, with your choices? Deep question. I mean, I might have 1 or 2 regrets, but I guess it could be worse. Regrets. Yeah, I mean, don't we all? I see. Hey, Jill. Ah! Again? Aren't you a bit on edge? Maybe. What did you want? Didn't you borrow the screwdriver the other day? I did. Why? Forgot to take the coins from the arcades in the corner last week. So I need to take them out? Oh, let's see. Here. Not like they see much action these days anyway. Chump change is still money. Pocket change has saved my ass many times. What, did you throw it in someone's face while escaping? That only happened once, and the old lady started it. Right. Why does an arcade still use coins nowadays? Or physical money, when you get down to it? For the reason arcades still exist. Nostalgia. Maybe. Hey, miss. Yeah? Do you recognize me? Recognize you? I want to say I do, but... sorry. Really? You can't remember your own sister's face? Sister? Sorry, but I don't have any sister? Not even a sister-in-law? No way. Gabby? Is that really you? God, I'm so sorry, but you've just grown so much since I last saw you. How long has it been? 3 years. Right. So you know her? Yeah, she's actually my my ex's sister. So how have you been doing? I actually had to transfer schools, and I managed to skip a grade thanks to admission tests. I'll be out of middle school next year. I've always been a smart one, so it's no surprise. Have you thought about what you want to study in college? You always said you wanted to be a scientist. I don't know yet. I guess I still have a couple of years to think about that. Well, don't feel pressured about that. Maybe you'll need a sabbatical year. So, how's Lenore? Wait, who's Lenore? Her sister. She was my girlfriend. So you actually had a relationship with something that's not a cat? Color me surprised. Hey, don't talk shit about my baby. Ahem. So how's Lenore doing? She's dead. Sorry, I don't think I heard right. My sister's dead, Jill. She died last Saturday and came all the way to tell you the news. Well, come on, Gabby, stop fooling around. No, you stop fooling around. I mean, wow. My sister was left to suffer her disease alone while you're all merry here, mixing drinks and chatting. Wait, Lenore was sick? Of what? Since when? Localized nanomachine rejection. You gave her a heart attack. She started complaining about chest pains not long after you left. Was all the talk about getting your freedom worth it, Jill? Was your right to be merry worth the life of my sister? Why are you lashing out at me like that? Did I infect her with the disease that killed her? No, but it's too much of a coincidence that she started getting worse and worse right after you left. She got visibly sick after your fight. It'd be no surprise if that fight played a key role in killing her. But that's just speculation. You can't expect... And all of that because you wanted freedom. What kind of freedom is so enticing that it makes you hurt a nice 3-year-old relationship? Was this freedom so important you cut all contact with us? Was this freedom so good you left everything behind? Was this freedom worth the life of my... Oh, shut up. I didn't kill your sister, for fuck's sake. It's not like I infected her with that nanomachine rejection. Hell, this is the first time I've even heard she was sick. And do you really know what kind of fear drove me to have that argument with your sister? Do you even understand the fear of feeling your youth slip through your fingers? Do you think it was all easy for me? I was scared. I'm still scared, but I needed to grab a hold of my life. But it has nothing to do with your sister. I loved her. You think that fight didn't hurt me too? Idiot. Ah. I'll make sure that girl gets to wherever she wants to go safely. Meanwhile, Chief... Yeah, I know. Come on, Jill. Let's take you home. Home sweet home. Hey, Jill, you want to grab something to eat? I'm not hungry. Want me to come in, keep you company? I'm fine. I just need to be alone for a bit. Jill. You can tell me what you're feeling. It's okay. It's not okay. It's not. Come here, Jill. Come here. It's just... I feel like part of me is crumbling right now. My old girlfriend was sick and I didn't know anything about it. Her sister came to deliver her news and she held nothing but animosity for me. Not only that, but I lashed out at her too. History fucking repeats itself. Maybe if I hadn't cowered back then and apologized. Maybe if I wasn't such a selfish little shit. Maybe. Maybe. Thanks, boss. I needed this. You want me to stay? Thanks, but I actually need some time. Some me time to put my thoughts in order. Yeah, I get it. But don't do anything funny, you hear me? If any weird thoughts come to you, or if you feel too anxious, call me. Yeah. Hey, 4, she's in your care, you hear? Meow. Remember to call me. I'll call you later to check on you nonetheless. Hey, look, we did great, despite the distractions. Jill's having a rough one. Alright, we need a cutesy game poster. Cutesy game poster. There it is. Cutesy game poster. Poster for some cutesy game about a pink-haired witch flying on a broom. That might be a reference to something, I don't know, though. It's lost on me if it is. Let's see here. I think we read AM Township 64 and Nano Camo Underwear. Makise releasing... I think we read this one too. Or maybe we didn't. Invisible Guns. I think they'll use it for cute patterns. And Nakise releasing EKDV 186 update. Is this the greatest thing to ever grace planet Earth? I literally can't stop touching myself. Such a high quality release. I mean, you know, you hope for a good release when you're touching yourself. But why is the camo blurry? I think it's a regulation for the civilian models. Something's off. It'd be all over this normally, but I can't seem to get excited over this. Your shit taste is showing. Nah, I just think I'm kind of I'm kind of tired of the same thing over and over again. It's like the second time they've done that joke of someone not being able to pronounce desensitized. That's what happens when you consume way too much fucking military equipment and weapons. Yeah, I think it's that. I better stop buying so many weapons already, or I'll never find pleasure in them again. Any word on the camo stuff for other civilian weaponry? They said they were going to announce more stuff on a later date. I like porn, you guys. Yep. Thanks for sharing. Let's see. I think we read 66 American Kids Returns, and did we see the new act here? More nanomachines. Oh, a smokescreen to divert attention. New act proposes increased surveillance. We have nanomachines tracking people 24/7. However, due to the violent protests that have taken place recently, Prime Minister Quincy is now proposing a new law that will allow the government to shut down anyone with nanomachines in their body using a pulse signal. Many people died during that protest, and that could have been avoided if we had more control over the masses, Quincy said during a parliament meeting. We have the technology to simply shut down lawbreakers. It's a non-lethal way to end any kind of conflict, and it's common sense to use it at this point. When asked about the possible negative consequences, Quincy refused to make any further comments. Hey, they did mention how some of the White Knights during the whole incident just stopped moving at one point. Kiramiki encore concert. Fans of the famous cyber idol Kiramiki are in for a huge party, all thanks to the announcement of a second concert in Glitch City's Silver Thunderdome. I'm so excited to extend my visit, declared the cyber idol during an interview. Tickets are now up for sale and expected to disappear in a matter of minutes, so be quick and secure the best spots. You can get tickets from the following retailers: Ticket Lord and Idle Hell. Well, I want tickets. We're not allowed. Alright. Well, we should be good to continue. We've caught up on our doom scrolling. We bought Jill a little treat, so she will not be distracted. Good evening. You okay? Feel like shit. Sure you should have come then? You're in all the right to stay at home. I have to come. I threw away everything I had in my life to be here. People I loved were pushed aside just so I could enjoy my freedom of being here. My stupid, stupid freedom. So I'll come here until I die, even after the bar closes, until my hair falls out. You're the one who looks like she's about to fall apart. Your eyes are red and swollen. Yeah, well, your hair is hairy. Yes, it is. Yeah. Who was the dipshit that changed the order of the glasses? It was me. I was the one washing dishes yesterday, remember? Oh yeah. Too busy staring at my crumbling life and all that. Why don't you go home, Jill? You're in no position to deal with people right now. Go home. Rest a bit. My ex-girlfriend died, and I wasn't there to see her one last time. All because of a fight I spent all these years regretting and wishing to, but never actually apologizing for. My decision to assert my freedom and grab a hold of my life led me to this. A bartender strapped for cash that distances herself from her loved ones for no other reason than selfishness. So I won't fucking leave. I threw all of that away to be here, so here I will stay. Jill is doing just fine right now. She's doing great. This is what I wanted. This is why I left all of that behind. This is why... See, you're starting to sound like a broken record. I'll leave her be. I'd rather have her here than be alone in her apartment. How are you feeling, Jill? Feel like a shit-eating piece of shit. I'm the lowest of any possible life form you might find. Nanobees look down on to me in disgust, knowing that they're far superior. You're spirited. That's good. Where's the mutt? Working with Kira. At Kira. I know what I said. In any case, let Jill process her anger. It's perfectly normal to feel that way. And here she's surrounded by people that care about her. It's a lot better than leaving her to fend for herself. I mean, smart as 4 might be, he's still just a cat. Why not have Jill stay, but not serve anyone, did I? Well, part of I won't leave didn't you understand? I didn't leave everyone behind to just sit and do nothing. Fine, fine. What do we do if she lashes out at a client? That's why you're here, Gillian Pliskin. Who? Hey, Jill. What? I'll be in my office, but if you need a break or a hug, just tell me. Oh, you already put on the music. This is going to be an interesting day. The Hall of Heroes keeps shining, brimming with the... Can I smell tacos? Wait, it's outside. Never mind. Oh, hell no. We meet again, bartender. Virgilio, what can I get you? Today, the luminous pollination on the streets makes it seem almost like a starry sky. And when I think about stars, I think about celebrities. Celebrities are fishy, and my favorite fish is the octopus. So I want something octopus-like. Aren't you gonna do that weird bartending thing? I'm waiting for you to order like a decent human being. I'm not following. Spell out your order like you're a human who is not in need of medical help. Fine then, I want a sparkle star. Sparkle star. Sparkle star. It used to actually sparkle, but too many complaints about this about skin problems made them redesign the drink without the sparkling. 1 powdered Delta, optional Carmatrine. You know, like his requests make sense only to himself. He did initially say, like, it reminded him of stars, and then he went on this, like, weird tangent. So maybe that was the takeaway. Maybe the takeaway of all of his orders all along, we were supposed to be paying attention to the first part, but yeah. And not the rest of it. We'll load him up with the Karma Train. Aged and mixed. See, was it that hard? Have you tried to spell under pressure? I'm a terrible speller, so I actually feel that, yeah. You look angry, spelling bartender. Are you having that time of the month or something? That's an exceedingly rude thing to ask somebody. No, I'm just filled with ridiculous amounts of anger, pain, and self-hate, and on second thought, you're not that far from the truth, I guess. I get those too, you know. Periods. You do. Yes, last month I finally got over my renaissance and moved into my enlightenment. And here I was thinking you'd get to say something serious for once. You implying I'm not serious? Glaring holes through me will do nothing. I'm glare immune. But if you allow me to give you a sincere piece of advice, whatever, it's not like it'll help. You shouldn't kick yourself so much. If you keep it up, any chance of finally forgiving yourself will someday be gone. Self-hate will leave you with a hole that will never heal. So please take measures against it instead of sulking so much. I'll be damned, that actually sounded half sensible. And here I was thinking you were just a pompous lunatic. Hey, pompous lunatics have stories too. Really? What story? I would rather not tell. Figures. You want anything else? You ever seen how a bad touch? You know Jill's having a bad time when she's not giggling about bad touch, right? 2 Bronson extract, 2 powdered delta, 2 flanergine, 4 karmatrine. On the rocks and mixed. Here you go. Yeah, I guess this is the one. Maybe he's right, and I shouldn't be so hard on myself. You really shouldn't. I'm not huge for cognitive psychology, but there is something to be said about constantly talking down about yourself and everything and how it kind of affects your way of thinking. I'm more of a behavioralist, but there's something to that. Even though I deserve every second of it. If only I had apologized earlier, I might not be feeling this way right now. If only I can't remember what held me from apologizing all these years. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there. Pride? Fear? What kept me from going out and apologizing to Lenore? Can't even fucking remember that what feeling kept me from fixing this whole situation. Can I at least find solace in whatever feeling it was that brought me to this situation? Great, now I'm feeling even worse thanks to not being able to muster whatever feeling held me. Is she okay? No, but just leave her be for now. Hey, Jill. The subconscious is wild. It's true. It's true. But hey, it's Say. Eh? Oh, thank God, a normal person. Ah, a mummy! No, I don't have kids. Still more normal than this twat. Yeah, I know we're supposed to kind of, you know... I kind of like Virgilio here. How you feeling, Say? My bones are still broken, but at least the cuts are healing nicely. Thank God I'm not someone that scars easily. I mean, wounds don't leave me marks, so it'd be a problem if I couldn't get scar tissue. What happened to you? Fell off a 2.5 story into some trash and rubble? It is, there's a question mark, yeah. He's an interesting guy. I kind of like Virgilio. There's some real implications that there's like something going on with him, right? Like he has some interesting past, like, and presumably, like, you know, knows Gil in the past there somehow. So there's something, there's just some implication that, you know, Virgilio here has something interesting going on with him, but... You look better, though. Last time you came, you looked like you were about to collapse emotionally. Yeah, I guess. That's how I react to, you know, people saying stuff like that. You look like you're about to have a nervous breakdown. Yeah. You're the one who looks like it now, though. How do I put it? It's like when I called you your full name, but magnified. Yeah, don't mind me too much. I'm in a bad mood. Anything I can do? Please forgive me if I suddenly lash out, at you or anyone else. You want something? My tongue's not so sensitive today, so let's have a beer. And you? Such a change in tone. I'm fine, I don't need anything. One beer. Yeah, we missed a Bronson extract. Yep, we sure did. Okay. All mixed. Beer. It's quite resilient to getting drunk, though. Yeah, I mean, I loaded those up. Here you go. Yay, let's see if there are any differences from the canned ones. And? This one tastes less watered down. So, did something happen to you? Ah, speaking of canned drinks, I have my energy drink here. I'm fine, nothing happened to me. People who are fine don't act like that. Oh, I get it. You're in those days. When it's that time of the month, I get a bit sulky. No, I'm not on my period. No? I'm dealing with lots of, with the loss of someone, okay? Oh. Sorry. No, don't worry. Maybe I shouldn't have come today after all. No, maybe... You alright? I'm trying to find something to say. Making a joke would be tasteless, and I can't say everything will be alright without sounding cheap. We had this exact conversation, with Stella about Say, which is fun. Where she was worried that, you know, with what had happened to Say had gone missing. And we said this almost this exact thing. I'm at a loss as what to do here, sorry. Huh. Want to hear something weird? I was exactly like that when Stella came here on Monday talking about you. Yeah, there you go. Oh. Well, ladies, I'm leaving. Virgilio. Yeah. You were just sitting with a Valkyrie. Really? Splendid. This will make a good entry in my poems blog. Huh. I'd feel bad about the way I treated him today. Not for the fact that he was being cryptic with his orders for no good reason. Like Stella when she first came? Yeah, no, I mean, Stella did do the exact same thing. You could have given him a free beer or something and apologized. Yeah, I just keep messing things up with people. But, you know, he seemed familiar. Familiar? Yeah, I can't put my finger on it, though. I just feel like I've seen him somewhere. Oh, well. Might just be that he looks like someone from an ad or something. So what brings you here? I wanted to come with Stella, so I'm waiting for her. Why here? To be with you, of course. That reminds me, how did Stella react when you arrived? She slapped me real hard. It hurt. She said, that's from making me worried and not listening to me, and then she became happy. Huh. Can I ask whose loss you're dealing with? You shouldn't be bothered with it. Just pretend I'm in a bad mood and call it a day. Oh, okay. You really want to know, huh? I can't help it. I don't like seeing people sad. I just need to know context, not details. Someone to whom I said some mean thing to passed away before I could ever see her again. Does that work? Yeah, sorry. Say's very nice, but, you know, you really shouldn't pry like that. If someone says they don't want to talk about it, respect that they don't want to talk about it. Knowing I can't do anything helps me calm down, but, I mean, it's not that I wouldn't help, I just... Calm down, I get it. I can't contain myself when I see people in need. But I've learned that there are times when you just can't do anything, and that's kind of fine. Thank God I learned that, otherwise I would have gone insane ages ago. You're a good person, Say. Nah, I'm just an annoying girl. Still, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. I have broken bones, but that doesn't mean I can't offer emotional support. Could always order another drink. Oh yeah, that. Let's do that. Give me something cold, please. Alright. Something with ice. Let's see. I don't think there's anything that is strictly cold. Let me see. I remember anything that has ice. What has ice? Did the Blue Fairy have ice? No. Well, let's just look through here. On the rocks and mixed. Cobalt Velvet. Bubbly, classy, burning. It is on the rocks, so we could get her that. A Cobalt Velvet. There we go. Here we go. Pretty cold outside, though. Yeah, but I don't like hot or warm drinks. They make me feel nauseous. You know what cheers me up? What? Singing. Hearing people sing helps, too. Do you sing? I mean, did you take singing lessons or something? No, people told me my voice is pretty nasty, actually. But they've also told me I'm good with the harmonica. So you play the harmonica? I need something to do with breathing. Do some breathing exercises with, and a harmonica is a lot smaller than a tuba. And I guess if you practice enough, you become decent. I mean, that hasn't worked for me yet with the ukulele, but sure. That's something I didn't expect. I hear that a lot. I know I don't look like the musical type. I used to play the violin right until I was 16 or so. Really? Can you still play? The violin's at my mom's house, so I don't have it with me. But I guess I could. It's one of those things you don't forget easily. Why'd you stop? I don't know. One day I just felt like stopping. No deep reason behind it. Just like me in cooking. It seems to be a running theme with Jill, that she just kind of loses interest in things at random and stops doing them. Just like me in cooking. That, and almost burning my place up. I mean, typically you burn a place down. When's Stella coming? Now that you mention it, she's a bit late. Let me call her. You do that. I'm gonna take my break. Tell Gil if you need anything else. Sure. Stella and Say make me a bit jealous. Yeah. They got something special, those two. Looks like you've calmed down. I still feel like kicking myself, make no mistake. But I guess I cooled down a bit. Say helped a lot with that one, though. I just can't stay mad when I see her. Speaking of which, where is she? I believe she went outside to look for that Stella girl or something. The way you are right now, it feels like I should be protecting you. Hey, the only thing hindering me is the broken arm. I've gone into burning buildings with a 2-centimeter deep cut. Yeah, I remember that one. 1 millimeter more and you would have lost the motor function in your arm. Welcome. Oh, hello, Jill. Well, what's this about protecting who? Yeah, I'm sort of like Stella's unofficial bodyguard, but I'm not really fit for such duties right now. My father insists I go everywhere with protection, so most of the time I only ask Say if she feels like going out. She's trained to deal with the kind of things that bodyguards deal with anyway. And she's more fun to hang around with, too. So I'm assuming that gorilla outside is a bodyguard? Well, that's Buster. Pretty cool guy. He played football professionally until he lost his leg in a demolition derby. We've offered him an implant surgery for all his years of service, but he rejects it every time. Well, he got used to the replacement he's using, so maybe it's for the best. It's a thick oak branch on a metal bowl tied to his stump. And yet he can still run faster than me with it. We have ads coming up in 5 minutes. True. Do you want something? I'm fine right now. A brandtini, a big one. I'm in a good mood. One big brandtini for Stella. Very sweet. Which is funny because martinis are not sweet. Aged and mixed. Here you go. For all these years, I still don't get why the finest and most expensive things come in small packages. Ever tried to go to a restaurant only for them to serve you a really small portion of some fine food? Sometimes you just want to stuff yourself with really cheap food. Say, let's go for some hamburgers later. I'm not taking no for an answer. I know what you mean when you say some, you know. Them ears, though. Yeah, they kind of have like an in-universe story for like these kind of cat people, like where there was the treatment for like nanomachine rejection causes like, you know, like growths on people like this. Apparently, it's a really silly explanation for why they just wanted to make cat people. But yeah, it's a side effect of treatment for nanomachine rejection. But really, the writers just wanted an excuse to put cat girls in the game, so you know. Might as well call the place and tell them to prepare everything in advance. Can I ask you two something? Sure. I guess. How'd you two meet? Stella showed up in the park I used to play at when I was a kid. We played a couple of times, she started showing up more and more, and that was it. My father told me that, when I was 5, I kept insisting on going to a real kids' park. We drove for some time, and the park I liked was the one Say happened to be at. You ever seen a girl in a dress go into a muddy park? I've learned a lesson and started showing up with more fitting clothes. But man, that's a scene I can't forget. So, you two have known each other for most of your lives. I've known her longer than I've known my own father. Why the question? Oh, no reason. You two just look so comfortable with each other. Any other person could have sworn you were an item. An item? What kind of item? A couple, say? Oh, yeah, I get it now. It's funny because we actually earned a mock prize of sorts for best couple at Stella's high school. 3 years in a row. So you two didn't go to the same high school? Nope. Oh. Don't you have any childhood friends, Jill? Childhood friends? I can't think of any. My grandpa, I guess. What kind of man was he? Gruff. The kind to eat raw Bronson roots every morning. Brr. But around me, he was different. I have memories of him barking orders to my dad, only to turn around and play with me gently. It's interesting, though. He was my mom's dad, but after my mom and dad separated, he stayed with my dad. But yeah, he's the one that comes to mind when I think about childhood friends. Oh. Hey, Jill, what's this balloon light? A spicy drink. Tastes nice the first time, but it gets samey after a while. It's also brown for some reason. Give me one of those, please. I'll have one, too. On it. 2 balloon lights for the girls. We'll make those real quick, and then we'll chill out during the ad break. The ads are starting in about 40 seconds here. So we'll make these real quick. Get them ready. On the... whoops. On the rocks and mixed. Oh, what did we screw up? What did I not do? 4 of those, 1 of those, 2 of those. 3 Karmatrine on the rocks and mixed. That should be right. Aged on the rocks and mixed. My bad. There we go. Reading the drink explains the drink. Alright. We'll wait for, Oh, yeah, there's the ads going. We'll wait for ads to finish up before we serve those, just in case anybody watching is getting ads right now. Extra aged, yes. The oldest you can get. Like, start with an aged alcohol, but then, like, just leave it out in the open for a while. Really let it oxidize. That's where the flavor comes in. I would make a great bartender. Yeah. We'll wait for these ads. I'll enjoy my energy drink here while we hang out. How's everybody doing? Those of you not in ad town right now. You enjoying Valhalla? I wanted something, you know, Christmas related to play. It's Christmas-ish. But yeah. And I hadn't played it in a few years. Thought I wanted to look at it again. Thought it'd be a fun one to look at. It's definitely a thing. Yeah. It'd be kind of questionable, and I suppose it is a bit questionable in a few ways, of course. But also, it's just kind of delightfully, like, queer, right? Yeah. It's a fun little game. It's cute. I believe the sequel is supposed to be coming out at some point. There's supposed to be a, yeah, Nirvana, right? Which I think should be, yeah. I'm interested in looking at. After all these years, see what they've done. This game's got to be, like, close to 10 years old at this point, I think. Game has been around. It's not exactly new. But it was a little bit of had a little bit of a blip on the indie darling radar there for a little while. Which, of course, is exactly my kind of thing. I love me some indie games. But yeah. Alrighty, we ought to be back from ads now. So we'll serve up these two drinks. I definitely didn't screw them up several times, because I did not read that they were supposed to be aged. There you go. I don't know, I kind of like it. Yeah, but after the third one, it starts tasting like sand. Spicy sand, but sand nonetheless. Who's dimming the light? Huh. Guess you had too much before I came. You know. Well, that, and she must be really tired. From the whole bank thing? She told me about everything that happened in there, and to be honest, I don't think I would have made it in her place. I guess I should be thankful for the nanomachine treatment she went through as a White Knight. Treatment? Trauma suppressors. Basically, it helps with the healing process of PTSD. It's mandatory for every White Knight, regardless of division. Oh. Still, healing can only do so much. For 3 days, that bank was hell, and poor Say is still paying for it. The disbanding of the White Knights and subsequent persecution of those who were identified as former members. It's unfair, you know, among all of the people using the White Knights to further their own goals. Say was one of the few that actually believed in what they were supposed to do. It paid off, though. The doctor who treated her wounds was the same one she's always assisted with accidents and emergencies. He treated her at no cost whatsoever. Well, good karma and all that. You know, or mutual aid, you know. She's earned the gods' favor, I think. Or mutual aid, you know. But, you know, all of that made me realize I might be a bad person. What? Spoiled rich girl? What? When I saw Sei wounded, asking for help, part of me was happy. After all this time needing her, she finally needed me. It felt truly useful to her for the first time. How sad is that? Sometimes the best help one can provide is to stay alive. Who knows, maybe it was the idea of coming back to you that helped her. And I guess you wouldn't be human without thoughts like those once in a while. Maybe. Can I get you anything else? Oh, I'm good. I should be leaving, actually. Come, Sei, let's get hamburgers and go home. Yeah. Oh, we'll be leaving now. Thank you. Please come again. Feeling better? No, I just don't reek of rage. But I still feel like a piece of shit. Little steps, I guess. Hello? Ah, Kim, welcome. It's been a while since we've seen Kim. We have not seen Kim since, I think, what, day 2? I was afraid I'd mix up the directions and end up in someone's house or something. What can I get you? I'll have a sunshine cloud, please. Sure. Optional Karmatrine. On the rocks and blended. Here you go. Thanks. So how's work at the web paper? Oh, I quit. What? Yep, I went into the office of that chauvinistic horse blower and told him I quit. Horse blower. Why'd you do that? Well, after I got drunk and overslept, I missed some assignments. My supervisor yelled at me for being late. I got the mandatory bullying. So at some point, I just kind of snapped and said that I didn't have to put up with that. So I quit. I see. Sorry again about that, by the way. Oh, don't worry. I should be the one apologizing. Lashing out like that the next day and all. Don't you have any second thoughts? Regrets? Anything? I guess you'll always have second thoughts. Even if you do what you want, you'll still think, what if? Even so, I was getting physically sick there. I dreaded the arrival of every morning. I even almost... Yeah, we gathered. We gathered what happened there. Yeah. If you missed it, reading the newspaper and everything and hearing, you know, like kind of secondhand, you piece together that Kim tried to jump off a ledge at a mall, and Dana grabbed her as she was falling and saved her. They never explicitly say that, but it's, you know, if you can piece it together. That she was going to unalive herself. I feel free. Free. It's a wonderful feeling, you know. I feel like now I can find something I care about. I won't return to the augmented eye, but I could still pursue journalism with another outlet. I haven't felt like this in, well, never. What about your family? They weren't happy, that's for sure. My dad took it better, but my mom freaked out, to put it mildly. What are you gonna do? And all that. But I'm not here about that. Give me a big drink, please. What kind? I don't know, bubbly or something. Something big and bubbly. Let's see. Let's see. We'll just go through and look for something that says bubbly. Still, I'm annoyed that everyone has to say unalive and, like, freaky out. And yeah, I know, it's very annoying. But I will, you know, I like to put these up on YouTube afterwards, you know, for archive purposes and to make, like, clips and stuff, so... It does really kind of cheapen the conversation to have to do that, though, doesn't it? It is really quite annoying. It's a very serious subject, and one I hold very dearly, because I've been in and known a lot of people that have you know, been in situations So it's a very, very serious subject for me. So I do hate doing that because it feels like I'm cheapening the conversation. Yeah, but yeah. Here we go. Cobalt Velvet is bubbly. Man, it's got a lot of Karma Tree in it. On the rocks and mixed. There you go. Here we go. If detergent commercials are to be believed, this will clean out my insides. It'll also kill things inside you. Gotta ask, though, how'd you end up working here? There. No deep reason. That's what I did when I got out of high school. Taking a year off was out of the question, so I went for the first thing I thought about. I couldn't get into the robotics course, so I settled for journalism. To be honest, I got tired of the job midway through it, but I couldn't bring myself to leave. Too much pressure from my family. It's a really common tale, I guess. Did you have troubles like those? Same story as you, I just went through the motions. From high school to college, I never stopped to think about what I was doing. And then, at some point, I just felt like my life slipped through my fingers. Suddenly, all I wanted was freedom, a little pause to stop and take a breather. And my life went to hell for that fucking breather. Give me your, something. Something. Sorry, I just have a dry mouth. Anything will do. Alright. She asked for a, something, literally. Well, let's, how about a Bleeding Jane? Something without any alcohol in it. We gave her quite an alcoholic drink earlier, so... Let's get her a big Bleeding Jane, why don't we? It's a 2, 6, and 6. Yeah, that should be right. And blended. There you go. Thanks. I feel like I asked something I shouldn't have. Don't fret about it. I'm just in a rough spot right now. What are you gonna do now? Honestly, I don't know. I do feel liberated, however. Like, I can do whatever I want, study whatever I like, work wherever I want. I understand this feeling right now, being newly unemployed. People keep asking me, what are you gonna do now? And I go, I don't know. I know it's not that way, and it won't be easy, but I feel a lot more confident than when I was out of high school. I honestly don't get why they put young people who barely know how society works through that one. Yeah, it's true. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Your mental health should be your priority and all that. Thanks, I really needed the encouragement. Come back if you need more encouragement. I wouldn't dare leave someone alone when it comes to this sort of thing. Thanks. Bye, Jill. Please come again. Should take some of that advice for yourself. I know, I know. Let's call it a day for now. You need some rest. Yeah. Honey. Ah, Dorothy. Sorry, we're just closing. I know, I came for you. For me? Why are you hugging me? I paid her to do that. All night long. Come again? To put it simply, Dorothy will go home with you and she won't leave your side. What do you hope to accomplish with that? Well, at first, it was to calm that rage you had earlier. It was either hugs or a cold bucket, and I don't promise there'll be any water in it. You calmed down a bit, but honestly, I know better than to leave you alone for another night. At the very least, all the cuddling will give you an epiphany or something. That's some alien reasoning right there. It's not. You need hugs. Many. You need some human or humanoid contact right now. You had your alone time, and now we're playing by my rules. Please take care of me. Look at that. Flawless service bonus. buy something nice for us and Dorothy. So yeah. What a great boss. What a great boss. Dana hired a prostitute to keep us company all night. And Dorothy at that. Jill wants to get in the holiday mood. Buying a mega Christmas tree will prevent her from getting too distracted. So we need a mega Christmas tree. Who was that? Lilum, a very good friend. Mega Christmas tree. Alright. Let's do our daily doom scrolling. Alright, we read those two, but we have a monster girlfriend Chiari, thread here to read. Can't stop playing this game. Gorgeous graphics, innovative and addictive battle system, fun dating minigames, cute girls, that fucking music. Is this the goat? I don't know. Do you like the goat girl? I mean, I kind of like goats. I'm going to marry a goat. I kind of like goats. It's an alright game. 8 out of 10 at most. Shit game. No, it's a shitty game for idiot waifu bots like you. I wish this waifu equals bad game meme would die. It's a stupid game pandering to idiots, so what's there to discuss? Are we being rated by normies? Normies, fuck off. Fun things are fun. You're not allowed to have fun with video games. Let's see. We have, 3 new stories, I think. Lilum receiving mysterious messages. Halloween was back in October, but this terrifying tale didn't become popular until now. Reports say that Lilum across the city have been receiving strange transmissions with messages that are confusing at best and threatening at worst. The contents are not clear, as most of the Lilum can't remember exactly what they had heard, but the most mysterious thing of all of this is perhaps the fact that the Lilum could not record any of these messages while they were broadcasted. It was almost as if something had blocked the Lilum from doing so. While we have nothing but anecdotal proof, even among our own Lilum, the mystery behind these messages is one we should be paying attention to. Yeah, spooky, or a bluff. Oops. Is Kiramiki the biggest pop idol in history? The world at large is still coming to terms with the idea of the Lilum being so quickly integrated into our society. Some say they can't be treated as human because they're immortal and such, cannot really understand what it's like to be alive, but most of the Kiramiki fandom would disagree. Anti-Lilum people are insane. To me, Miki knows more about life than I do, and I'm older than this damn city, Richard Sho, 55, told the Augmented Eye during a fan gathering. I'm with Richard, added Nacho6. I may be a dog, but I'm utterly fascinated with the way she writes about things in her blog. She's impressed by everything, and nobody really knows what life's about anyway. Nacho, dog, don't tell me. Could it be? Could it be? Quincy studies the possibility of allowing imports. Glitch City is one of the few places on Earth that's strictly self-sufficient, with an import rate of only 0.8%. However, that might change due to the recent shortages across the city. Prime Minister Quincy revealed this morning that the government plans to have a more relaxed policy for importers. We won't lift the currency control, but we can provide them foreign currency at a low fixed rate. That way, we can secure essential items at affordable prices. Quincy told the AE. Some experts say that private companies are no longer working at full capacity, which is unsurprising news given that the Quincy government has seized most of them, resulting in the shortage crisis in the first place. Quincy, yeah. It's always capitalized, so, I assume I'm supposed to yell it. So we decided to not steal all of the city's funds. That's good. That's nice. Alright. Well, that should be all the doom scrolling for the day. Another day. December 23rd. Good evening. Ah, hey. How you feeling? Warm or soft? And warm. Come again? You heard me. So on a scale from steaming pile of shit to just sad, where are you? A sad pile of shit? I still hate myself, and I'm still sad as hell, but, how to put it? The noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta. Kinda. So how were things last night? Cozy, I must admit. Can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you, and she was really concerned. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had the whole night to go, and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said, enough to pay for this soda I'm having is fine. How'd you get her number? I have contacts. Right. Anyway, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know, you hear? Thanks. I'd make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last thing you want. If you need a bartender, let me know, though. Nice to know. Anyway, we have work to do. Time to mix drinks and change lives. It's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Welcome to Oh, it's you guys. Hey, be more respectful. I brought my boss here. Aren't you a part-timer here or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Shit. So what brings you here today? I wanted to see the place my best soldier is working at. They are dogs, yes. One of them works here part-time. Hey, Necro. I wanted to see the place my best soldier is working at. Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you were working for Dana? No, that's not Dana, that's just Jay. So I'm guessing you're a part of this whole Kira thing? Part of it? I founded it. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here, we can take in any dog without a place in this world. We created our own heaven on earth. And you take corgis only? Do you look like one of those safer bitches? Of course not. I'd include other animals, but sadly I can only take care of those who are of the same species as I. Sad thing is, I'd take him more seriously, but it's a talking corgi with an eye patch. Will you get anything? Oh, I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? Alright. A manly drink for the dog. Maybe I should just give him something bitter. Manly. Let's see. I think it's true. I think that's sour and manly. Something bitter and manly. Yeah, Adamar's Blast. Suplex? Bitter, manly, burning. Yes, we will suplex the dog. On the rocks and mixed. Here you go. Yes, this is just what I wanted. Ugh, this tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. It's a really nice place, you know. Picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks. Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep Kira afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can boss really afford that? We have more urgent matters at hand, though, like the fact we don't have enough balls for everyone. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool, every dog has a right to have his own ball. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying? Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all of her money like water? I mean, what with the bar closing and all that? Did I know that all of the ingredients are mapped to QWERTY and that the mix is mapped to space? I did not know that, actually. That might be faster, then, if I were to just kind of, yeah. Maybe I should try that. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper, a box of balls or a box of boxes? Are all the boxes of boxes? Are there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together? Don't be silly. Unless she's paying him straight out from her pocket. Boss is that kind of that woman. This world is filled with all sorts of recursive madness, you know. I mean, no, they do usually just strap boxes together. I mean, doctors consult doctors, boxes come in boxes, bottles come in bottles. I don't think that's true. Oh, as expected from you, boss. Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks. So tomorrow you're gonna check for people selling boxes, you hear? Sir, yes, sir. Except that to boss, a good steak is more valuable than money. I mean, it kind of is. Wait, what if they come with foil? Rosenstrasse has to be taken to the vet because he ate the foil a piece of cheese came in. Curses, you're right. We need a contingency plan. Besides, boss is not one to scam people, let alone a dog. I wonder if we can strike a deal with the vet. Those safer bastards have. She's always been so nice to us. I know, her smile is so cute, too. So it's better that we vet for a vet. Yes, put that on the list. Ah, Nacho. Oh yeah, forgot she knew the dog. You're staying for a while? I was just passing by. I've got some errands to run. Great, Gil can go with you. I can? You will. I'll still get paid for today, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going. Oh, I'm paying him anyways, by the way. Just wanted to mess around with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? Gil looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's the kind to just not accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit. When you put it that way. Hey, Takita. How you doing? How's the cute bun? Anyway, going back to my office. Boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her, too. Yeah. So you having anything? Actually, I'm just gonna go sit over there and be on standby. Await orders. Okay. Shit, I missed the chance to ask how or if he even gets paid with money. Man, I sure need to get wasted. I fail to see how getting wasted will make you feel better. Shiba! For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap. We just got out of a building full of dogs. But this one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot. And he talks. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, Jill. Those were dogs. One of them works here. There are a lot of talking animals in this. Mostly dogs, but yeah. Hey, Jill. Give me a beer, will you? Gotcha. Does Deal want anything? Okay, roll. Sir, yes, sir. So cute. He's fine. Just a beer, then? Friday after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer. The rad Shiba, exactly. He's so rad. He has sunglasses and a Hawaiian shirt. Can't argue with that. Beer for Betty. I can make it big for the heck of it. Yeah, why not? Give her a big beer. All right, let's try with QWERTY, shall we? Let's see. So 2 powdered Delta, 2 Flannergine. We'll make that 4 Flannergine, and then let's see. Do. Hey, look at that. Look at that. I can do that all with one hand. With just my left hand. That's kind of convenient. Here, let's make it special. Yeah. Cheers. Hey, Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice crafts with them. Still in contact with him if you're interested. I could go for a nice craft beer right now. We have like 3 breweries like within a mile of me. It's a wonder I don't actually go to those more often. But yeah, I haven't been to one in years at this point. No thanks, the last thing I need right now is more crap taking space. So how are things up at the Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up, for better or for worse. For worse? She's, like a rabbit. A rabbit? An overtly politically correct rabbit. I wouldn't know anything about that. Rabbit? Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous mess that gets startled over the littlest of things. Look, hey, I didn't come here to be called out like this. And this girl is on the constant lookout, scared of something that might irk someone. Doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with, even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit. Benoy, exactly. Poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. She's a nice girl, and it's sweet that she tries so hard to not offend anyone. But seriously, she tries too hard. You don't help either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well... It's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Like a rabbit. I mean, rabbits are kind of cute. It raises up the question of whether she's really like that. Or if you're the one making her wary of things she says. Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? To test if it's really me who makes her like that. It's not like you can say no, you know. I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you were right, you have quite the fixation on that girl. She's fun. Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable. And how is that any good? She's cute and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me. Shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for when the moment is just right then. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog? See, he said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was... Say, this Laura girl, do you guys get along? I wouldn't know. We get along as coworkers at the very least. What kind of girl is she, aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing? Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there, then? Because she likes dogs. And that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple. That's a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Okay, bad example. May I say something? By all means. If that Laura girl is really as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be better off with a more assertive person? Lilum? A more assertive partner? Yo, piece of scrap, she's totally calling you a pussy. She's right, though. Sharing interests and being compatible are totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for better or for worse. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? Because she's like a cute rabbit, so someone might try to eat her out there. Be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. So in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you? And you already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You make me sound like some skirt chaser. She's not into girls. How'd you find out? I asked her directly. Of course you did. She seemed giddy afterwards, though. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. It was weird. Okay, enough Laura for a night. That. Refrain from using any "that was what she said last night" jokes or variations thereof, please. Party pooper. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. I'll have a bloom light, please. And a fringe weaver. Alright. One bloom light. So 4 aldehyde, 1 powder. Let's see. Oh no. Nope, nope, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. All aged on the rocks and mixed. Bloom light, there we go. And a fringe weaver. One aldehyde and a whole lot of booze. All aged and mixed. There we go. There you go. Wonder why it's called a bloom light. Seems it was first developed at some video game event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were, of course, part of some big game company. Seems the company always used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender there literally made them drink all of the bloom. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark? Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Jill? Oh boy, did Jill ever. In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say for the better or worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Although thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back to it. Which is amusing because there's so many typos in this game. So you're one of those kind of people. As for me, sometimes I think I became more, what's the word? But then again, I think the devs are not native English speakers, so... Ice and age are also mapped, but you don't remember what key. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that too much. But that is handy, though, having that on QWERTY. Cynical, jaded, bittered, tired of the crap of this world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis. It's indeed a South American game, yeah. So yeah, I think some of the kind of weird phrases used, I think you can definitely say are because of that. Just quoting you. Yeah, but yeah, I think I became all that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How was that bad? We'd all go and protest. We'd start all kinds of movements to see things changed. I really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were in the whole thing because of some shitty fad. And not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. Boy, do I know this feeling. I understand this feeling very well. Back in, this of course will tell you, you know, I've made no no like illusions about my age, right? But this will definitely tell you exactly how old I am here. But I was a senior in high school when Columbine happened, and when that happened, my high school decided to ban backpacks, right? And like this is only like a couple months left of the year and everything, right? But they just decided to ban backpacks. So if you wanted to carry a bag around, it had to be like a clear bag and everything. And a bunch of people were like, "Hey, let's protest." And I was like, "Yeah, let's protest." Like, and you know, a bunch of people just like kind of just were skipping school and just like coming out. And I was like, "Yeah, let's go. Let's get some like poster board and some markers and everything. Let's actually do this. Let's do this correctly." And they're like, "Yeah, we should do that." I'm like, yeah, no, let's actually go do that. Like, we can go to the store, like, across the street there and get poster board and markers, and we'll make signs, and we'll actually do a protest, and, like, maybe actually do something rather than just skipping classes today, and everyone was just like, yeah, maybe we should do that, yeah, and of course, nobody actually wanted to do that. I'm still upset about that to this day. So I moved from group to group only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were of the dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all that. Skipping classes was just too powerful of a message. But we could have skipped classes and protested. Like, a bunch of them were still, like, hanging out in front of the high school. I'm like, we could be holding signs. We could be chanting. We could be trying to actually protest instead of pretending we're protesting this dumb decision. Yeah. Zaire, I demonstrated how to do a goblet squat earlier. I'll go back and I'll find it and then I can show you. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on past relationships. Oh, whatever. Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh yeah, the one that was here asked if you were the nice vet lady that works for the Safer Toy Company. I suppose he's interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't you do that, then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay from the dogs isn't enough to keep up with the mounting debts. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe dogs pay you at all. But this is coming from someone working at a place that pays dogs for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him? I'm not completely certain what we do. You get anything else? Well, we're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow. And by we, I really mean her. She got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Fine. Let's go, then. See ya, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Hey, Dimply Orca. How you doing? Well, unfortunately, like, you know, using my VTuber model here that I currently have, there's no Bonusi, sorry. It's an illusion. So sorry to disappoint. The illusion is broken, I know. Earlier I was doing a pistol whip, though, and I was doing plenty of squats. Moss, I'll take my break. Call me if someone comes. Alright. No dogs in sight. You have the bottom half. You have my Bonusi, Takita. Is that why I keep feeling little pinches? The occasional slap. Okay, then, back to work. Welcome to Oh, hey there. It's Alma. Alma seems sad. She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up. Let's try to cheer Alma up. She might like classy drinks, but what she really likes... as I recall, she likes Brantinis. If I recall correctly. Oh yeah, we can QWERTY this. Aged, mixed. Hey. And this? It's on me. Drink. So at least change your expression. Why just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? So, how is it? A Brantini. So you do pay attention to what I asked for. I was right. I remembered. I did a good. I did the good. My memory did the thing. I remembered that she likes Brantinis. You have quite the fixation with Brantinis. To be honest, they suit you. Hey, you want to hear a silly story? Always. When I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar to celebrate. Just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he looked like my sugar daddy. Gross. Gross. It was a fun night. He pretended at times that we were dating. Gross. This is some Donald Trump shit right here. I managed to blow off some steam about my mom. But the highlight was him ordering a Brantini for me. I've had plenty of drinks and gotten wasted many times since I was 15, but that drink was different. It wasn't about getting drunk. The drink itself was the pleasure. He too said they suited me somehow. Oh? Ever since that day, he's called me Brantini Girl from time to time. Yeah, it sounds like a cool guy. I don't know. I don't know how cool that is. It's a little creepy. Should meet him sometime. So, why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. Huh. So what is it? What's the news, was it the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom? Nah, that's old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all of my stored steam. That's called emotional labor, and it is unfair to do to people. Silly Alma, I've been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So go ahead, unwind all of your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so remember my sister Diana? The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. Huh. So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. What? Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left. Oh, well. Huh, you acted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. So she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus. Even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Ava are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some peace. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So we're in the car, and she asks how her kids are. And of course, after all of the built-up tension, I just exploded. First, I started ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I start scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all these escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank, I don't have any kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. Alma's got some issues. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Ava and Bernardo, and they've turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. Alma, Alma, Alma. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family, and I put them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. And any way I could help? You just did. Hmm? I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. Still angry as hell, though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. Can't tell my mom, your daughter is a slut. I just needed to get all of this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Now all you see there is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Kidding, kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get my big boobs gene was Eva. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. A little rude. Zaire is such a bottom, though. Not from what I've heard. Not from what I've heard. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. It's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't any problems with that. Oh, I see. Don't worry about it, Zaire. You know, don't worry about it. Hey, you know what worries me about the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her, somehow. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is an indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. Said before that she pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey, am I lying? No, but there are things best kept as unspoken truths. Wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Need something with ice, but alcoholic, please. Alright. Something cold with alcohol. Let's see. Let's see. Something on the rocks. A bad touch is on there, you know. Is on the rocks and is alcoholic. There we go. On the rocks and mixed. There you go. There you go. Thanks. I needed to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So, you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on. You heard my problems. I want to help you, too. Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Sure. Something tells me this mega Christmas is going to be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like legs the most. Incoming ad break. Well, let's snooze that incoming ad break. We're coming up on 4 hours anyway. Let's get to we'll finish out the day and call it. Favorite part? I guess I like legs the most. Really? I like breast better. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs, and a lot less messy. I don't know. You silly girls. Boss? You're there talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best part are the wings. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where'd you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here? Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Well, because, thought as much. Yo, Armitage. Alma. I know what I said. Well, the chicken you're talking about, be cooked already? You might need to heat it up. But it'd be cooked otherwise. Great, I expect you here Sunday at 8 p.m. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. You want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice. Weird. Maybe she got a mixed up order, and that's why she left them here. I like mine spicy. Do you usually order stronger stuff? I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. How's your sex life? Hey, Mark. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Do you like them buff? What about tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well-dressed. If they go out in iron shirts and well-coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscle is always fine, too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So you can get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything, as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. Something to help her with the spiciness of the wings. Something, I mean, let's see. Something sweet and cold, I suppose, would be good, right? Hey, Soup. Thank you for the resub. Can you believe it's been 6 months already? Let's get her a bloom light. Let's see, on the rocks. Aged on the rocks. And mixed. There we go. How's it going, Soup? Here you go. Jill, I'm this close to throwing it in your face. What? Tried a new pie place that opened up near you. Got a double chocolate pie. Ate the whole thing. Wow. Must have been really good. I'm glad to hear it. I could go for some pie. I haven't had sweets in a couple of days. I've been doing very good. Mission accomplished then. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but nope, I prefer men in my bed. Get on Ozempic. Yeah, I'll just use all of my spare money, you know, especially considering, you know, I'm out of a job right now. I'll just use all that spare money I definitely have to go on Ozempic, yeah. Nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you. Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair. Just rob people, it's New York. I'm upstate, Soup. Upstate New York. Light-colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. What about white, like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when she got here with the bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. When does the thing arrive? The Kit Kats? Soon. Should be soon. I did get the chest thing that I ordered that you suggested, and it does fit on there perfectly. So that will work. That will work well. I unfortunately didn't use it earlier with doing pistol whip because my tracker was just being wonky, but it does fit very nicely and is very, very comfortable. We'll just snooze those ads. We're almost done. It's very nice. It's very comfy. I realize you somehow tricked me into wearing a harness. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. Yeah, oh no, how'd that happen? I know. So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment? I would never let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty these last days? What? Oh, that. Told you not to think about it too much. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill, you've heard my problems so many times, now I want to help you. Come on, come here. Hmm? I told you to sit here, come on. What? What are you... Alright then, now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly, the bartending station only works with me. I see. Okay then, I move this here, click... Whoop. Yep. And... now it works for you, for me, and that dog in a Hawaiian shirt. What drinks are we making? Don't worry about it, Sue. Do not worry about it. If you noticed, there was like a little rabbit there when she just hacked the thing. How weird. Hey, Cyrus, how you doing? Just got home. Where were you at? Why with him, too? He's a dog. In a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right. And how did you even manage to... Oh yeah, hacker. Right. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. You mind telling me why? Went out to lunch with the furries, then assembled a bed for your kid. Nice. It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay, then. Something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taking it way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me with a lot of my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave me more credits. I really liked her, and after some time, I found out she liked me too. Oh ho. Started going out, I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There was no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. A sugar rush, then. You can't mess that up. Right. Pineapple, mimosa, cinnamon glazed yeast rolls, hot chicken sandwich with kimchi. I love kimchi. Sugar rush. 2 aldehyde, 1 powdered delta, and lots of booze. Mixed. There you go. There you go. Thanks. Not quite a quarter pounder with cheese, but it does sound delicious. I do love kimchi. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a sugar rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know. You don't go to bars for cuteness, though. And you've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. I don't know, I'm telling you. From what I've heard, he's, you know... Could have ordered DoorDash McDonald's to the place. Why would you do that? Why would you pay $50 for like, a, you know, McDonald's double cheeseburger? Let's keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session, investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking? I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I had only gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I had enjoyed what I was doing, and in fact, I never stopped. The last condition of the place cleared today, so officially moving next week. Oh yeah? Nice. Needed a breather or something. Soupy's, I think he's a little busy with the moving thing. Give the guy a minute, Soup. Fair enough, Soup. You do come first. And realize I need a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all of my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? Imagine turning 40. I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore, and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house, and I broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection, a heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it's true, she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? The tail versus, that butt, I mean, I know what I prefer. I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill. And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yeah, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid, for fuck's sake. She lost her sister, who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride, fear, a stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past. Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. I'm such a piece of shit. A selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yeah? Give me a big beer here. Coming right up. Let's see. 4 Bronson extracts, 2 powdered Delta, 4 Flannery, and tons of booze. Big beer. Thanks. Need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. You drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Oh. We have an ad coming in 5 minutes. Let's see if we can finish the day. I've been snoozing it for a bit here. Hey, Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and I got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. So, just like you're behaving right now. Shut up, that was worse. Can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time, I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she'd say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. And I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person, I just wanted to apologize. And now, you know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remembered a night we spent in a club. Started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah. It's just, I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me. Guess I just needed someone to tell all of this to, and you're the one. You volunteered yourself. You insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost, and if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride and muster all the courage I can and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. Hate it, hate it. Well, it's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know. Fine. It's almost closing time anyway. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill, you listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget. Did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Oh, don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That Alma girl sure is nice. Boss, did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did. You look happier. It's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss, about those chicken wings? Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we don't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Call manager. Hey, we're wrapped it up just in time. Alright. So... Hey, and we paid our power bill. Perfect. Alright. I'll save this, and then... looks like ads are going to start in a second here, so we'll chat for a couple. But yeah, let's see. Let's save our game here. Yep, ads should be starting in just a minute here. So actually, why don't we call that real quick? I'll find someone to raid here real quick, but yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. You've all been lovely, wonderful beings. But yep. I'll catch you all later. Soup, Cyrus, Dimply Orca, Zyre, if you're still there. Rogue, if you're still there. Takito, anybody still hanging out. Have a great night, all y'all. Y'all are wonderful, beautiful beings. Hey, Specs. Alright. Cool. But alright. Yep. Looks like ads are running, but cool. We'll raid somebody real quick for those of you that are not in that can hear me not in ads here. Let's see. Let's find. Let's close out of Valhalla as well here, and then we'll find someone to raid, and we'll call it a night. Here we are. But all right, let's see who's streaming that we can raid. Yep. Night, Andy. Thanks for hanging. Let's see here. Following similar, smaller size. Let's see. Well, Roy's streaming. We could raid Roy. Let's see. Yeah, why don't we raid Roy? Alright, we'll start that raid. But alright, yep. Thanks again for joining me, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow, same time. We'll probably do some more dance games, maybe some Dance Dash tomorrow if I'm feeling up for it, and probably some more Valhalla, maybe some hanging in VRC. We'll see. Yep, same bun time, same bun channel. Yep. But yep, and then next week, of course, on Wednesday, will be the big marathon stream, so that'll be a fun one. So look forward to that. But alright, I'll send y'all over on to Roy now. Tell the cute bun we say hi. Alright, thanks all. I'll catch you tomorrow. Night.